book lovers, my name is Malia and I review books without spoilers. I also talk about hot new topics, talk about books that we all love, and I'll be interviewing influential people. My main goal is to intrigue you enough to utilize your imagination and experience the book for yourself. Pique your interest and satisfy your hunger. So let's get started. Little backstory, The Martian. I had a whole day planned. I reviewed the book in the morning and then we went on an all-day fun biking trip. We went to I think 4 different breweries and did flights. It was a blast. I had so much fun. And I love book reading, but I also love thrill seeking. So I went a little too fast down a hill / curve and my front tire washed out and I fell. I got a little scraped up here and then I have a beautiful little mark on my face there. And so after that whole day, I got everything all edited last night and then finished up my review of the movie this morning. And unfortunately, I deleted everything. So you guys don't get to experience that fun day with me, but I will make it up to you. I'll do a whole nother day of a full day of vlogging. Sorry about that, but we will still continue because every entrepreneur knows, as well as I do, you win some and you learn some. And I learned a very valuable lesson today, which I won't forget. So let's talk about The Martian, the book. It is a marvelous masterpiece. That's what I came up with. Andy is a genius. He works so hard on every little detail in this book. It is hilarious. It has science and math filled, and it's so much fun. You will be encaptured through every single page. I'm talking page after page. You're engaged the entire time. It is a blast. I read this in 3 days and I couldn't stop reading. It was so exciting, it was so exhilarating. And when I stopped reading, I would catch myself like thinking that I could do math and science on a daily basis. Quick story, I thought that I could do math and science for real life. So I talked to Tanner and I was like, honey, I can get the number 100,000 using math. I had it all in my head. Everything was just perfectly planned. So I got out my calculator. I did everything, did all the calculations, and I showed him the number and it was 90. So I was a little off on my calculations. But this book did inspire me and it helped me see that math and science can be fun, which is really interesting because I always thought they weren't fun growing up. This is my first science fiction read and I'm very glad that I picked up Andy's book. And this is his first book too. He's only written this first book and it became a movie. And Hollywood doesn't need to ruin anything or doesn't need to add on anything because it is so action filled. Now let's talk about the movie itself. I loved the movie too. It was really great. It was just as action-packed filled. I think the book is a little bit more action-packed filled, but I don't want to review the book versus the movie because I feel like they work together. You got the book, which was funny, action-filled, and then you got the movie, which was very similar, and it had a lot of the same qualities, but it also had really great things that could help you be captured and love the movie for itself too. So they just worked hand in hand. And what I also loved about the movie is that it gave a little bit of like inside jokes that only the book readers would know, but it still gave just as much so that people who didn't read the book could love it as well. And I just enjoyed being part of the laughing community who knew the inside jokes of the movie. And Tanner loved it too. Even though he's not a very big sci-fi person, he enjoyed it just as much as I did. So it was really great to kind of have 2 different perspectives. Alright, so this is Complete Nothing and Something True, my last previous video. And then you got The Owl of Paris by Melissa de la Cruz, which is also newly published under Beach Lane in that series, so you can find it under there. And then on this Tuesday, we're going to do Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins. And he's an amazing inspirational speaker, and I'm really excited to talk about the first book that I read from him. And then you got The Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz as well, and that one's happening on Thursday. So I'm really excited and very happy to be, even though things did not go my way today, I learned a lot and Tanner was there for me every step of the way. I was a little emotional because, hello, I lost my entire movie, which is pretty sad, but booktubers know what they have to go through. And so booktuber veterans, if you have any advice on how to better my channel, I'd really appreciate it. And newbies, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. A specific message to Andy Weir or Weir. I thank you for writing this book. you put your heart and soul into it, and I can really tell. And I'm really inspired by everything that you did in this book. You put yourself out there and you worked so hard, and I'm so glad that this book was made into a movie, because you deserve it. You did an amazing job with this book. I loved every bit of it, and I am honored to have it in my library. I'm greatly excited to call it my own. So thank you, Andy, for putting yourself out there and inspiring the rest of us. Enjoy every moment of your life, and thank you for your time.